What is going on, trading family? My name is Tony Pollock here with Real Life Trading. I wanted to give you some quick levels and run through on these markets. Also go over Tesla has been requested. So let's dive into these charts, shall we? All right, starting out here with SPY, the S&P. Inflation numbers came out, minutes came out, and just wrecked this. This is a very strong signal for the bears. The fact that we were gapping up pretty nicely above some key resistances, made a little bit of a push, and then just gave the entire move back plus some is very strong. There is momentum for the bears. We are currently gapping up now off of PPI. So into this little resistance, this is a key area. Let's see if these bears decide to push us over. Time will tell. Again, our key levels now, we still have this short level up here. So every time we get up into here, I expect us to get rejected. At this point, if we take out this big bear candle, it is probably going to be a very, very bullish signal, and 420 will happen very quickly. So put some alerts up above yesterday's candle, up above 412. We get up above that, I think it's full bull. I will be going pretty bullish and playing this thing up to 420. Okay. We have a very key level here at 406 to kind of 405.70 area. This bouncing area here, if we can take that out, if the bears take that out, it will push down to this 402 bouncing area pretty quickly. We did not really build that much structure in this area. It was kind of gap up, gap up, gap up. And I'm waiting for this gap to get filled down here. I've been talking about this now for a week or so. If this does happen, if the bears can take out this level, I would want them to take out that level pretty quick. Within today or tomorrow, we need to be taking out that level. If we don't take out this level by this week, it probably means more chop, which is no fun. I would rather get some movement. So I'm hoping the bears can continue to take this out, keep the momentum that they built from yesterday. Don't give it back too much. Today could be a little indecision candle with banks reporting tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a massive, massive deal because banks are kind of the main indicator at the moment for future economic outlook, right? The Fed mentioned the banks and their crisis that we might be having with some credit. Everyone's eyes are going to be on the banks. We're having crazy implied volatility structured into the banks. It's going to be a big deal, and it's going to move the markets a lot. So tomorrow, in my opinion, is probably going to be the day-to-day trade. Today, probably not the greatest day-to-day trade. I could be wrong. If we start taking out some of these key levels, then that would work great. But an inside candle at the moment to open up, nothing really too crazy going on. And we had a massive day trading day yesterday. So we had a nice win yesterday. Huge win yesterday on this move down. That was a great day-to-day trade. Usually the day after a really good trading day is so-so, right? That's kind of where we're getting some structuring, some stabilization, reset some RSI, and let's go again tomorrow, especially with that big news event of earnings tomorrow with the banks. So again, these are the key levels that I am looking for on SPY. If we can take out this 405 to 406 level here, we're going to be heading down. And the question is, will we bounce at 402 as kind of the first real structured support? Or are we going to probably head lower? I think we're going to head lower. At this point, with this many bulls committing up here, I think we're going to probably dive down to this 400 mark. That's my line. It's got an alert right there. I love 400. I think that's fantastic. I think it's also very possible for us to take out this 394 and then see if the bulls will kind of trap this area. This is a big time support. It was the start of all these gap ups. And if we can just wick below that and start to get bought up, that's what you'd want to see if you were bullish, right? The bulls need to hold this area extremely bad. It's not that big of a deal for the bulls to give up this. It kind of needs to happen. In fact, it'd be healthier for this market to happen. But there we go. A little bit of a pullback, and let's see if they come back through on that. If not, then again, like we've been talking about, this pennant pattern that we are stuck in right now is going to continue to play out, which means we're heading down to 385, 380-ish, somewhere into here, and then we'll see if we continue to bounce and continue to play this game through June. Very, very possible. But at the moment, the bears look to be in control. Let's jump over to the Qs. Qs look weak. This was at a very, very good close for the bears to close and take out a lot of these wicks and a lot of these supports after building such a beautiful, beautiful compression phase, broke out on volume, Now we're just retesting the bottom of this. Qs can probably look to roll lower today. It looks pretty weak, my friends. It should have gone bullish here. Now, if we take out this candle from Wednesday, the 12th, if we take that guy out, then we are going to be screaming bullish. It's going to be such a big bull move if we can take out yesterday's bear candle, because yesterday's candle was so bearish. There's so much momentum for the bears that people are loading in, right? Again, I love this gap fill on the Qs. I think if we can continue to roll over and take things out, 307, 308 is very, very possible. Let's dive over to Tesla real quick before I end this and give you a look at what I am seeing on Tesla. So Tesla had every reason in the world to go higher right here on this bounce. This was full bull. The very next day we gapped down and just crushed. Not just crushed, but took out a really good higher low pivot that the bulls had to hold, close below it. So once we get that big movement, we knew we'd get some sort of bounce because it's a huge move down. We got ourselves a bounce, and yesterday's candle was just nearly shaved bottom, just crushing below everything. I believe the momentum is to the bear side right now in Tesla. The next stop on Tesla is going to be 170. If we can take out this 170, 175 mark on our way to 160, I personally am waiting on a gap fill right here. This gap, I feel like, is going to be a great buying spot. Let it come back down to this like 140 mark, kind of trap, and get going. We have earnings coming up. I would love to see Tesla scream down before earnings, come into this gap, get into some key levels before earnings. It looks pretty bearish. I'm not sure if we can quite get this low before earnings, but it does feel like 160 is in the cards. We have the 100 SMA coming in through here. I don't have this on this chart, but it just makes sense that we're kind of pushing into this range. 160 is where it's probably going to want to go, but there is a lot of momentum for these bears. So that is my quick little market review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know you're enjoying this content. And hopefully it's helping you to be able to get a little bit more structured, my friends. If you want to be successful, trade around key levels. Wait for the key levels. Don't trade every little thing that moves. Wait for the key levels. If you can just trade these big levels when we get there, either fading them back up or going down, it's showing you momentum, right? Because bulls should hold strong supports. So if they don't, that tells you momentum and it helps you to choose the right side to be on. Does that make sense? If we come down to those key supports and the bulls hold, that shows you some momentum. And you can kind of help choose the right side on that. Choosing the direction is half the battle. But hopefully this will give you a little bit more insight and change the way you're viewing these markets, change the way you're thinking, and hopefully bring in some profits into your life. Again, please leave some comments below. Let me know if there's any other tickers you would like me to look at. And yeah, I'll let you get rolling. We'll give you some more updates throughout this week. Big time earnings tomorrow. I'll probably give you another market update after banks report. It's going to be a huge catalyst, and it's going to be very, very fun to see how things play out. So I love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your time. And again, leave us some comments, some questions. Let me know what tickers you would like me to look at or things that you would like me to talk about. I'm happy to go over. Love you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you.